on. What the hell? This place is going downhill. Yeah. Thank you very much. All right, give this man a beer if we saw him. Thanks. All right, very nice to be here. Judy made a good point before about the corona shit with the mask and all that. You know, I totally get wearing the mask, that, you know, you had to do it and everything. Well, there's a couple of good things about wearing masks too. If you forget to brush your teeth, mask, no problem. You got a screaming cold sore, that sucker works really good. But one thing with the virus and everything, especially now that it's, you know, in the past waiting out, you can get out of shit real easy. If you want to take a day off from work or something, you call the boss, say, hey, I ain't feeling too good, I got all the symptoms. The boss say, yeah, take the rest of the week off, okay? You don't want to go to a party, you call the guy up, say, oh man, I don't really, you know, this guy in the office was hacking up a lung all week, man, I'm getting all achy and shit. I'll come for a little while, but people are like, no, that's okay, you stay, we'll get you next time. My sister, she was one of the people who didn't want to get vaccinated, which is cool, you know, you do what you want, this is America. But she's like, I ain't gonna put that shit in my body. I'm there, honey, you eat chicken McNuggets and hot dogs 4 times a week. You know, you already put that shit in your body. Right. I got pulled over coming here tonight, which is kind of weird because I haven't got pulled over, I figured it out, like 37 years. That's a pretty good run. The cop pulled me over for using my phone. I wasn't texting, I wasn't talking to no one. My Angry Birds were kicking the shit out of me. But I got pulled over back in the 80s. This is way back in the 80s, before moms got bad. I got nailed for driving under the influence. I know it's wrong, that you shouldn't do it, it's bad. I don't do that no more. Don't drink no more, no less either. But I remember the cop pulls me over, roll the window down, and he goes, you know why I pulled you over? I'm there, well, I'm not going to tell you if you forgot. And he goes, you're drunk, you're all over the fucking road, you're all over the road. And I'm there, oh, thank God, I thought my steering was fucked up. I get out of the car, and he's like, you're staggering. I'm there, oh, okay, thanks, man. I try to stay in shape. Got a free night in the Slammer, that was nice. But I remember this tale my grandfather told me about this priest in Ireland driving down the road, and he sees a drunk driver going all over the road, and he said, oh my goodness, I gotta get past this guy. So he's looking, and after about 10 minutes, he sees his opening, floors the car, gets past the drunk driver, unfortunately doesn't negotiate a curve too well, goes right over in the embankment, boom, right into a tree. The drunk driver pulls up, gets out of his car, looks down the embankment, and there's the priest standing next to his wrecked car, and he's there, Father, you all right down there? Priest looks up at him, he goes, of course I'm all right. I got the Lord with me. He goes, you got the Lord with you? He goes, that's right. Well, Father, perhaps you better have him ride with me, because you're going to fucking kill him. But a little bit about myself. I'm a retired firefighter. Thank you. It was a great job. We had a lot of fun. We made a difference. And you know, nothing's more bonding than sleeping in a bunk room with 12 other guys after they've devoured a 20-gallon pot of chili. Let the flagellation Olympics begin. Flagellation's farting with a college education, by the way. You know, girls don't get it. Girls think it's the most disgusting, rude, nasty thing to do. Does he fart a lot? Does your husband fart? Yeah? It's nasty, isn't it?
It's not nice.
And you think it's funny as hell, don't you?
It just happens.
Yes, you do. You think it's funny. It is funny. I think it's one of God's greatest gifts to man.
Absolutely.
So recently we're driving home, me and my wife, and from dinner, and we're going down the road, and all of a sudden she starts giggling, and she lets one rip. My wife never farts, but she let one rip. Her version of ripping one is a cute little dainty petite. Like that. She thought it was so fucking funny. She's laughing and giggling and stuff, and I'm there, really? I'm there, okay, honey, think a minute. We just came from 2 hours sitting at El Guapo's House of Mexican Buffet, and you want to throw down the gauntlet. My stomach's rumbling like Mount St. Helen is about to go out of me like a Japanese bullet train, and you want to throw the gauntlet down. All right. she all of a sudden knew the folly of her little thing here, and she starts rolling the window down. She goes, no, honey, you're the king, okay, and I'm there, all right. So, naturally I didn't fart in the car. That would be wrong. I waited till we got in bed. But if you didn't notice, this place here is, or was, a yoga studio. Anybody do yoga here? Any of the girls? You do? I mean, religiously, really. You got your own mat and all that?
Yeah,
Yeah, really. God bless you, I couldn't do it. I tried, I really did. I went to a beginner's yoga class. Those beginners for people 75 and above. So they had a 23-year-old girl, and she's doing all the moves and all this shit. And you got these poor old ladies and one guy with his one testicle hanging out of his jean shorts trying to do it. And then this one lady starts letting them rip, little farts. The lady teaching the class didn't miss a heartbeat. She said, that's fine, that's wonderful, you're detoxing your body and stuff. I'm there, oh man, that's carte blanche for me, all right. So I start doing the same thing, and she said, that's beautiful, everybody's detoxing, that's good, and now the room's getting toxic. And she finally goes to me, you, knock that shit off, will ya? You were out at El Guapo's last night, right? Get your namaste ass out of here. So that was the end of my yoga thing. But now that I'm retired from the fire department, I'm doing a little domestic work around the house, getting domesticated. I'm even trying my hand in cooking, which is kind of hard for me because I'm Irish and, well, let's face it, we Irish aren't known for our succulent cuisine, are we? I mean, look around Manhattan. You're not going to see one 5-star Irish restaurant anywhere. They don't exist. You got great chefs in this country. Rachel Ray, Emerald, Wolfgang Puck, all them guys. Not one Irish guy. And there's a reason for that. We're bombed half the time. We can't remember no recipe. Perfect example. Right now, I don't remember where the fuck I parked my car. You're not going to see a guy wake up after a 5-day bender and go, okay, today, oh my God, today I'm going to make a reduction sauce with orange demi-glaze over a bed of roast pork medallion. That ain't going to happen. But one thing we have managed to do in the kitchen and master, and we're known for all over the world, that's the art of the boil. We will boil the shit out of anything. You got a turkey, boil it. Bacon, boil it. Filet mignon, we'll boil that too. And the great thing about boiling food is it could be 5 minutes, it could be 10 hours. It's going to taste exactly the same. Like shit. But when I'm growing up, Irish Catholic, you had to go to Catholic school, which meant one thing. You were taught by nuns. Oh, the cockles still rise behind my neck. And for those of you who don't know what a nun is, nuns are mean old ladies who dress like penguins who never got laid and like to beat the shit out of kids. So I took it upon myself to try and get out of class any way I could. So I figured, all right, I joined the altar boys. That way, if there's a funeral during the week, you get out of class, no questions asked. So a nun be in the front of the classroom, saying, all right, class, Friday we'll have a major math test in the morning. I'd raise my hand, yo, sister, no good for me. I got that Piscatelli funeral at 10. She'd be like, all right, you go ahead. You go do the Lord's work. And it worked out great. But I took it one more step. I became head altar boy, which meant I got to be captain of the softball team, and the priest had first crack at me. I'm only kidding. They didn't have a softball team. Most kids my age back then, when the Sunday paper came around, the first thing they would look at would be either the funnies or the sport paper, right? You did that.
Oh, yeah.
Excuse me, I was parched. But not me. I would grab that paper, rip it apart, and go right to the obituary section. I'd start scanning that. Okay. Simpletsky, 2 o'clock, Tuesday afternoon. Yes! All right. And then occasionally you really hit it big. You'd have a triple homicide, and you'd be like, whoa, the trifecta, baby. No reading, writing, or arithmetic that day. And being in Catholic school, you had to go to confession all the time. And my grandma, who was right off the boat from Donegal, Ireland, she used to go to confession every single fucking week. She's a nice old lady, ironing,
making food for everybody, you know, gardening, all that crap. I'm there, Grandma, what the hell do you do that you got to go to confession every week? And she said, oh, don't worry about it, it's my business. The only thing I came up with is she's turning tricks while we're at school. She always had extra money, so, you know, God, who knows. But I would go to confession, and it was a small parish, so the priest always knew you. So if you went in there and said, yeah, bless me, Father, I stole some change off the old man's bureau, looked at Playboy, and occasionally touched myself in an impure manner. And don't judge me, you do that. But you know, and the priest would be like, well, why'd you do that, Chuck? And it's like, Jesus Christ. But I tell you, that all changed for the better. They had a foreign exchange priest come to town, Pabagupta from Bombay, India. Nicest guy you ever want to meet. Didn't quite grasp the English language too well. So if you went in there and said your confession and, you know, you embellished a little bit, he wouldn't know really what to do. Like, he'd walk in there, yeah, bless me, Father, I pilfer some currency from my male parental unit. I occasionally look at a set of bodacious top files in a local monthly publication. And I occasionally entertain myself by spanking the monkey. He wouldn't know what the fuck you were talking about. He'd be like, what is this monkey? Why is he spanking the monkey? What did this monkey do? I said, well, all right, two Hail Marys, thank you, come again. And, you know, word got out on the street. People from other churches used to come to our parish to see Pabagupta. I walked by the church on a Saturday afternoon. There was a line out the door, down the block. And I was like, what the hell? What, Led Zeppelin tickets going on? And I even had a Jewish friend of mine in line. I go, so, what the fuck are you doing here? You never know. But it didn't matter what you did. You could be a mug, a thug, a recreational axe murderer, two Hail Marys, you're back on the street with Pabagupta. But my daughter recently got married a little while ago to this Greek guy. Any Greeks here? No Greeks? You can never find a Greek in me. This Greek guy from Astoria, Queens, lovely family. These guys can fucking party. I mean, I went to the Greek wedding, and they got the Greek band there, the guy playing the clarinet, and he was supposed to be the best one from Greece. He was like Keith Richards of the clarinet. You know, people were like, hey, he's good. But every fucking song was like 45 minutes long. And they're doing the old pub dance, dancing around, all that shit. And, you know, Irish people can party all night, but at some point we got to sit down. When we finally fall down on the ground, we don't want to go too far. You know, these guys, the Greeks, they keep on going. You know, and they like to a lot of pomp and circumstance. So my daughter had twin boys, right? So they're going to get baptized in a Greek Orthodox church. So they go there, and here's the priest. He's in all these garbs, got a big hat on and stuff, and he's walking around like this. And, you know, if you ever go to a Greek wedding or Greek baptism, bring a lunch. It's a long fucking ceremony. They don't start on time, and they just keep on going. And it's like, and you don't know if they're winding down or not because they're doing it all in Greek. You're like, are we halfway, a quarter of the way? You know? But the priest, he's there saying all this stuff. Now, usually when an Irish family goes to get their kid baptized, they go boom, boom with a little water. Okay, open the bar, we're good. This church, they had a chalice. It's about this wide, about that deep, with water in it, and up to here. I mean, you could do a lap in it. That's how deep it is. And so the two babies are there. You know, the parents got one, godparents got the other twin, butt naked, and the priest grabs the one kid and he lifts him up and starts parading around the altar with him. He looks like a fucking baboon from the Lion King. He takes the kid, and I swear to God, he takes the kid and doesn't just dunk him gently in the water. No. He puts him there and just holds him under there. And the only thing you hear is something like this. So the kid's on the water, and I'm there like, to my wife, 2 seconds, I'm going in. I got my shoes off already. He takes the kid out of the water, holds him up, and the whole time the priest is laughing, and hey, this is great. The kid's totally going apeshit, you know, screaming, hands it off to his parents. Now, the other kid over here, he sees this spectacle going on, and he's like, screaming. The priest grabs him, takes him, same Lion King shit, and dunks him again. And my wife's so nice. She's like, well, they have a certain way about doing shit. A certain way? This kid's never going to want to go in the ocean or pool again. It's crazy. But yeah, you got to bite the bullet. Well, going out of the church, you know, the priest is shaking everyone's hands. I was like, you son of a bitch, you fucked my grandkids up. But, I was told I should tell an Irish joke. Last chance. Okay, here we go. Before I go, one Irish joke. An Irish guy's walking down the street and he passes a pub.
No.
Could happen. All right, here we go. Three guys go to a bar. Italian guy, Irish guy, and a French guy. They sit down, order 3 mugs of beer, right? As soon as they get the beer, 3 flies go right into it. So the Italian guy grabs his beer, pulls the fly out and goes, don't worry about it, flicks it, downs the beer. The French guy gets all pissy, he's like, no, bring me wine. Irish guy grabs the fly, grabs him by the 2 little wings, holds him over the beer and starts screaming at him, give it back, you thieving son of a bitch! Thanks for coming out, guys.